Tracy Kidder, what's the subject of your new book, Strength in What Remains?
It's a story about a young man, young African man from Burundi who escapes from terrible ethnic violence both in Burundi and Rwanda, and makes his way to America, and ends up going back and building a health system in a rural village in his home country.
Why did you write this particular book? Why Deo? Why this man?
The story struck me as it was just once I heard the story, I felt it was one I would like to tell, and I'm really, that's what I am. If nothing else, I mean, I'm a storyteller, and I was just drawn to this story. I could make up a whole bunch of reasons, but the fact is,
you're a storyteller, and it was a good subject.
It was a good story.
You know what you write in the second half of the book, which in a way is the backstory to the narrative in the first half of the book, that it was your wife who met him first, and she heard a fragment of a story.
Yes.
What was the fragment that caught her attention and your attention?
Well, the general gist of the story was the fragment. So we had gone actually I met Deo through Paul Farmer, Dr. Paul Farmer, and I spent that occasion talking to Paul mostly, and my wife was talking to Deo. And then the car ride home, she told me the story that he had told her. So for 3 years I had in my mind the memory of someone else's memories, in a very fragmentary form. And then I thought, I was looking around for what to do next, and I thought I should go and hear this story for myself.
And what have you learned from Deo?
I've learned something about endurance and, courage, I guess, toughness. I mean, I had one simple thought after I had heard Deo's story. I would not have survived. But also the value of the altruistic act, which is what I think has not just saved him, but ennobled him.
And you say that because he's basically, his life mission now is this medical complex in Burundi.
I think his life's mission is trying to bring health and good public health to the poor of the world, along with his other friends like Paul Farmer. I think that's really his large mission. But yeah, it's focused for the moment on this clinic and public health system.
Well, Tracy Kidder, thanks for talking to us, and thanks very much for the book, Strength in What Remains.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.